I like using sand from areas where I work in because, you know, I like the authenticity of that. I like the concept that minerals from the place where I work are embodied in the work. I'm sanding back the owl. Like the bush and all the rocks and trees, everything's worn by the elements, so a lot of my work is hammered. The bummer is I can sand the whole owl off, and it's happened before, so I've just got to do my best and just try and age it and wear it back, but yeah, there's always a danger of losing it. You have to work quickly with the stains, and there is a method to this madness, which is pretty much move quickly before it sets with all the intellect that it takes to make pictures. I love the moments that are just purely physical and instinctual, and staining is a very instinctual process. The carving process is still relatively new in my work. I tend to work off vibration and in terms of the space between two lines and the way they vibrate within an image.
He's carving into the landscape, so the pictures take on a three-dimensional quality, and you go up and you look at them and you go, oh my God, that's actually carved. How fascinating. It's almost like there's energy that's going into these works and coming out of these works.
Hey, John.
Right.
Nice to see you. John's a local craftsman who will help me with the mechanics of this owl. And what I mean by mechanics is I'm hoping to turn this owl into a musical instrument. I've got baby owl that we've rigged up. It's not finished, but it's kind of in its early stages, but I'm thinking that we mount it somehow. And then I'm thinking music element, like using the guitar strings. I think what's unique about this work is that I'm asking the viewer to participate with the work in regards to make music with it. And I've never seen that done before, that a painting is also a musical instrument. I'm thinking of mounting them on the wings of the bird and running the strings somehow like that way, you know, like crossways.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Yeah.
One of the things that I do like about Josh's work in particular is the fact that he's not afraid to take risks. Where a lot of artists would reach a sort of language that is becoming commercially successful and stick to it because it's safe and they know the bank balance is going to be okay, Josh doesn't seem to care so much about that. He wants to stretch the boundaries of his own work. And that is what a lot of the sculptural aspects that are occurring are all about.
I'm working with clay to make the figurines for the baby owl's dress, and I'm using these little hands, which are kind of symbolic to me about kind of reaching out for help. I'm going to cook them in the oven, and Joe's very strict with me about that because the last time I made these I used them in the kitchen oven and I really smoked out the house. Let's crank that up. Well, you can see why Joe was a bit angry at me when I cooked these. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, I've fried them. Wow. They are cooked. Look at that, straight out of the bushfire, these little hands.
I guess that when an artist starts experimenting and moving in different directions, there is the risk that they may not be successful in the eyes of the market, if nothing else. And I think that's a wonderful thing for an artist to do.
coming out to my family farm today. It's a great place for me to carve the paper. And it's a wonderful way to touch base with my roots, where I grew up. And Joey and Indy have also taken time out to be with me, so it's lovely after being alone on the river to just be with them. I've always loved carving paper, but I've mainly made them for myself, and it's only in the last 2 shows that I've started to release them into the public. It's a very sensual process, and it allows me to add that third dimension to my work and to reveal things and to lose things. And in this case, I'm revealing this beautiful rock that was where we were in that, almost that up the Hawkesbury, we were in that beautiful sacred place. But now what's emerging is out of these 2 rocks is coming this bird. I find that's what I really enjoy about these, is losing myself in them and then stepping back and going, oh, wow. I've come back to John's studio because we've got a few problems. We've got 2 days before the collectors come to see this work, and John's been up all night.
Josh, how are you, mate?
You don't look very happy.
Oh, just minor problems, minor problems.
What's been going wrong?
Yeah. First one. These are all right, but I couldn't get them in the legs.
Damn.
So you go to tighten it and you snap the string. And I've got to get more braces in here. It came across and you saw too much of the wheel and broke 3 drills, so give up.
You know I need this in 2 days.
Yeah.
I need it in 2 days because I've got the collectors.
Well, I need today and tomorrow.
I just think that we're just under the gun. Let's hope we can do it.
Well, I thought I'd have to finish it today.
Yeah, well, you did. But I'm going to have to talk to Joe and work over the weekend. And see what happens.
So, and not long to go.
Have you got any questions?
No, I'm feeling good and just excited about it.
The birth of this baby will just hit me like a ton of bricks because I've worked so hard on this show. I've lost touch of the fact that we're going to have a child any minute.
And there's the baby's head.
I can't believe that it just keeps ticking. The heart just keeps going like that.
Baby's very well. It's growing normally. It's in a perfect position. All looking good.
I feel like you're Santa Claus, mate. Bringing me a present. Wow, John. Oh, gosh, that is fantastic. Well, I have half an hour before the collectors arrive.
Okay, ready?
I'm hoping to receive the wow factor. These are people who see a lot of artwork. You know, they nail the galleries, they know what's going on. It's going to take something pretty exciting to buzz them up. It's the crossing over to the public and seeing their reaction is you know, bloody nerve-wracking.
Looking a bit jammed for some reason.
I've only got a short amount of time to try and learn the music to play for them, and I really had hoped to have more time, so I'll just you know, wing it, just see what happens. Sweetie.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Come and see the show.
The craft that he's now imbuing in the work and all the cane work
and the mechanisms of things turning and the three-dimensional form is something really new, and it's taking the work into a new dimension. So it will be interesting to see how brave people are as far as their interest in collecting these pieces.
Thanks for coming, everyone, and I appreciate all the distances you've all come to be here, and welcome.
That's one of the things that tweaked our interest.
He's incorporated the instrument. So there's this sort of dimension to them. There's a sculptural dimension and there's the musical element as well.
These are the main ones that are interacting with science and nature.
That was born in a burnt-out tree, the baby owl, like a womb. For years I've tried to add a third dimension to my work, and this finally was the reason to do it, was instruments.
You get the whole feeling of abundance, don't you? It's almost like spring or something, everything's coming into bloom.
Yeah.
I can see where it's coming from, but it's a completely different take. I love it. And I think people here today were just gobsmacked.
He's gone past being comfortable with a sort of one-dimensional approach to his work and has evolved into an artist who's becoming more sculptural.
Some people here today have expressed their interest in purchasing work as well, so I think that's kind of, you know, a really positive result.
I love that big owl, but I have to have a serious conversation with the missus about that.
Oh, what a relief. Can't believe
It's
it.
fantastic. And that was the thing where everyone was saying, oh my God, and then he'd pull out another piece and they were just absolutely...
It's a privilege to be an artist, especially when the reaction has been so good. But no matter what happens, I have a child. Nothing can be as sweet as that.
Next week, John Catapan shares his experience as an artist for the Australian War Memorial when Artscape returns next Tuesday night on ABC One.